Daily market recap for Wednesday, March 2nd, 2022. Let's go. This is Dan Max at EXP Realty, aka the Trading Agent, and this is my stock, Bitcoin, gold, and silver daily market recaps. Please subscribe if you like what you see. Thank you. This is Dan Max, EXP Realty, aka the Trading Agent. This is your daily market recap for March 2nd, 2022, Wednesday. Let's get into it. As always, we start off on the Discord room. Dropped a lot of trades today, just on Twitter, and then cut and paste them here, just talking about the markets and what's going on. Lots of stuff to kind of decompress and also think about. A lot of good discussion today with friends and family in here. A lot of smart traders have good ideas on things. Just keep in mind that there's a lot going on in the markets. Laggards are lagging, leaders are leading, and if your stocks aren't leading now, be a little wary, but also be aware that there probably is some sort of pop ultimately coming for the markets. That's going to be, I don't know. We've had this discussion a lot, and it has to do with what's going to happen in front of the Feds. At a certain point, the Feds might have to just install a recession, literally, because commodities could get cooking that high. So let's just keep that in mind, and let's get into Bitcoin. All right. If you're watching the levels and you're watching these videos, you're not surprised that the 45,000 area is acting as resistance, just like 35,000 was acting as support. As you zoom in, I mean, you've broken the downtrend, very clear. Now we're getting into the volume, the VAP zone, and this is a big VAP zone, so don't be surprised if it backs off. High and tight is fine. If you were bullish Bitcoin, you wanted to see it hold up, and you just want it to sit here tight. This kind of action is fine, you just don't want it to turn into that. So at this point with the action, just be patient, know your levels, know your stops. Just, you can't expect stocks or your trades to go in your direction every day. And honestly, good action would be to shake out people, because if we can start puking here because they're unsure and it holds up well, then those same idiots, shouldn't use idiots, the same people who are selling ultimately will be buying back later. So hope that helps. That's just one of the things that I like to really reference with people. Oh, here we go. Now let's get into the charts, and it was time anyway. All right, let's start off where we always do. Remember, this video is in order every week. I try to keep it the same. The TLT, wow, the closing action was wild today. So we hit the 50-day, thought we'd hold up, and then it broke the 20-day, and then boom, we're right back at 136. Pretty wild action today. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I'll just tell you. So the jobs numbers from the ADP, there was a revision from minus 300 and something thousand to positive 500,000 from last month. That is a huge revision, and the market saw that, and then rates went higher. I don't believe the jobs number is that good. I mean, weathermen and weatherwomen, whatever, would be jealous of the predictabilities of these idiots predicting statistics and knowing that they can get away with that big of a miss and revision. It seems very fishy, because how they calculate jobs and all their reporting systems, they're very legacy. It's not like there's something new and changing. It's just very fishy. I don't trust it. I think these job numbers were meant to look better for, who spoke, because at their state of the disaster address last night. So let's just keep it at that. The dollar. We talked about upper channel maybe breaking out. Did not follow through today. So if you're a bear, you like this action. If you're a bull, you're like, we just need to hold up high and tight. Keep it simple. The VIX trying to warn the bulls, the spy bears, bull and VIX bulls, like, we might hold up, but I don't think a crash is coming. We're not confirming new lows. And then you look at the SPY and look what happened today. Said, watch the trend. We're right at it. We will see. It's very simple. I mean, you have to be bullish if you get over 438. It's a multi-day range, and if it gets over that, just expect 20-day. Again, I don't know why people have to marry their ideas, but bull and bearish, like, let the levels speak. I mean, at heart, I feel like the market sucks and the economy is terrible, but guess what? That doesn't mean the market can't rise. Just keep your opinions to yourself, meaning, like, let the trades talk. Same thing with the Qs. You got multi-day range. I posted about this on Twitter and in the Discord room. If you're not a member, description is in the link below. Get over this trend line, the 20-day. Maybe it pops back to the 50, 100-day. I don't know, but you also could short it here. That's the That's the best thing about understanding levels. You could short it here, and then you could press it if it broke 340. I mean, it's just that simple. You don't have to overthink it. IWM, I did not buy any back. I did not get a chance to, because look what happened. We gapped up and we're back over it. I'm going to let this trade play out. I think get to 208, 50-day pretty quickly. I think you also get to the downtrend. I like how the IWM double bottom versus, say, like the SPYs and the Qs, which made new lows on February, whatever, 24th that was. Peak war day. Let's get into gold. A lot of people asking questions about this, and they're just, I mean, do I have to do the same rant again? High and tight is good. Be aware. Look at the monthly. We broke the cup and handle. We broke the handle downtrend. Just because gold rips and then goes sideways doesn't necessarily make it bearish. Like, know the levels and watch the action. I mean, today's action doesn't confirm bullish or bearish. The problem, what you need to see, and this is what makes it so hard, you need this candle to be invalidated by either going higher and it's not bearish, or break below it and it's bullish, and it's bearish, not bullish. So it's a big range. It's gonna fuck with people's heads. As long as it stays inside of it, it's neither bullish nor bearish. It's, to me, it'd actually be bullish if you can hold high and tight, because high and tight means somebody's there buying it. Silver, same thing. You know, everyone said, oh, watch the action. It's like, guys, we got over that freaking, that day of like wildness, that big sell day. We're back over it. We're back at it. I'm bullish silver. Telling you guys, watch the monthly trend lines. Just stop thinking about day-to-day action. Like, you cannot predict it with high predictability. Just stocks. Guys, some people are really good at predicting some of the SPY moves and some of that stuff, and that's great. But the intraday action with certain stocks is insane sometimes to try to predict. Like, you're just gonna pull out your hair. You know, there's a reason why I have a full head of hair. I don't overthink this shit. GDX, we're at the downtrend. Talked about it. We're breaking actually the monthly one though. It looks fine to me. I mean, I wish we had more volume, but maybe it's been chopping for so long that there's just no sellers. This chart is just big up, consolidation, and then notice it held the 28th. We talked about this. I mean, go watch the videos from this time frame. We talked about you need to buy down here, and just people struggle to do it. They can never buy low. But if you looked at it, I mean, again, we talked about on the monthly, it was a buy zone. Why are you doing that? We talked about this zone being a buy zone. Well, look, now it's higher. What do you do? Oh, it's not up today. I don't know. Just let it ride. Fuck. Overthinking. This trading doesn't have to be hard. Again, same thing with the GDXJ, breaking the downtrend, holding up at the highs. Just let it ride. Let it ride at this point. And or if you're not, you can sell half, partial, covered calls. Just don't be too quick to sell. Like, it's not showing signals of actually distribution, in my opinion. It could drop, but it doesn't mean it's definitely going to drop and get tanked. EM, again, if you bought the 50-20 day, it looks great. Nice work. AG, same thing. 50-20 day cross at 11. Nice work. Here at 12. PAAS was pretty interesting yesterday because it broke to new highs off of the lows. With volume, looks good. 200 day, keep it simple. Notice how like commodities and metals are going to be leading here, and tech is just lagging. US steel. We talked about this as a buy down here, and then we talked about breaking the downtrend, and it looks good. Let me add some of this resistance action because that is going to be resistance, and we're over it. Keep in mind the way we picked the bottom was on the monthly. We said watch the 20 month in red. Very simple. Now you're back at highs. I think we're going to continue rising higher, but nothing's sure. Don't trust me. Trust your stops. Trust your plan. VALE, we talked about this 20 day. Go watch the videos from 224. Nice buy. Higher highs. It has room to run. I would not be surprised. Like, you're getting over, once you clear this VAP zone, 22 seems very likely. And if it does, maybe sell some covered calls, let it play out, because it might go straight line move and then pull back 20-25%. And it still wouldn't be bearish, because if you look at the monthly, you're channeling up. You are channeling up. Please don't argue with me. Higher low, higher low, higher low. This is channeling up. It probably goes into the upper channel, which, let's apply it. Oh, it actually is on there. I think I've already applied it. Just, yeah, there it is. Just a ways up there. 25. I mean, that's, man, if you were buying at 16s, whatever, 25, you should not be complaining. AMD, again, we talked about it possibly bouncing, and it's at the trend line, holding the 200 day. I'm going to zip through tech because I just don't think it's worth talking about. There's really, I mean, you can trade it, but I'm not trying to own it and sleep well at night. Like, it just doesn't, it's lagging so hard compared to these materials names that are up here. They're like up here on the charts. These are way down here. Notice that. The only one who's not is Apple. And Apple held the 200-day, but it doesn't seem like it's going crazy. It's not back up at the high, so I'd leave it alone. It's going to be a freaking broken record here. Roblox, if you bought it down in the, whatever, 40 level. Yeah, 43. It's holding up. Just tech. I mean, the sneaky play might be Microsoft trying to buy these guys out at some point. Just keep that in mind. I think they actually have value. MicroStrategy. Following Bitcoin, we talked about it, get the 50-day, might fill this gap here at like 443, holding high and tight. RIVN, like you said, just tech just so boring. I don't want to watch it. Look at the action today. I mean, I think it had a downgrade, failed the 50-day. We talked about maybe you could buy it at 53. That looks interesting to me. But again, is it going to rip roaring back? Probably not. So yawn, move on, leave it, watch other things. Tesla, we said channel low was probably a buy. Nice little validation and validation of that and break above it. That would be considered a bear trap. 20-day. What's the upside? 950. I know those are pretty good dollar per share returns, but again, if I know your trade. PENN Gaming, AP, if you're watching, this is it's been holding up, man. I told you this at some point. The market makers got to unleash these shares back on the public. They had to absorb them. I would not be surprised if in the 70s it's coming at some point. UTHR looks like it's waking up post earnings. That is an interesting formation because you have a big red, higher lows, and then invalidation. This thing might rip right back to 190 quick, real quick. EXPI, interest rates going higher today. Clearly makes sense why it doesn't move in. It's under the 20-day, just chilling. Let's finish with XOP and ExxonMobil. Talked about once it broke 113, might go to channel highs. Doji, another Doji at channel highs. That's on red alert now because you have a big red candle Doji and two Dojis in front of it. You check out the monthly. It's not going to ever get back to 300. The thing is diluted its shares. You know, it's broken the trend line. I mean, I'm just trying to visually like eyeball this and see if there's anything I should be looking for. Okay, here you go. IPO price. It's always going to be important. I mean, it's tough to tell. I mean, I would think this 138 would be the high potential, but keep in mind, short term, it is at the upper trend bound. So if you own it, do not be surprised if it pulls back. ExxonMobil, I'm anticipating this pulling back, but you know what? What I believe and what happens are not always correct. Neither will yours. Another Doji. I mean, seems a little overbought in my opinion. Keep in mind, it broke the downtrend at the 50 or 100, 200-day. I like it on a pullback. I don't like it now. All right, well, if you enjoy these videos, check out this channel. Tons of real estate stuff. There's tons of educational videos, live trade alerts. Stop by the Discord room. Link is in the description below. If you have any questions, come to the Discord room. Hit me up. Thanks for watching. For more trading knowledge and insight, click on the videos on the right. And also join the Discord room. Link is in the description below. If you have any questions, please stop on by the Discord room and let's chat. Thank you.